Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. It's episode number 53, and today we're returning with two massive games with Brescia as we face Napoli at home and Juventus away in two huge battles as we go for our third straight Serie A title. And nothing to show you in the run of camera as well. Of course, you saw in the last episode the thrilling triple header, the 3-2 victory against Inter Milan, where we just about survived Sandro Tonali's late fight back, the 1-0 win against Fiorentina, and then the huge 2-0 victory over Bayern Munich to send us through over two legs to the Champions League quarter-final. You'll see the draw for that today as well, sandwiched in between both Serie A games. And in the Serie A right now, as you can see, Juve heading into the game, they just beat Lecce this afternoon by 2-0. Was to be expected, of course. So that means now they're 5 points clear. We do have the game in hand. Win it, we'll cut it to 2, beat them in Turin next week, and we will go top with 8 games to go. No pressure. But yeah, first of two then is indeed Napoli in 10th place. I mean, a very disappointing season by their standards. They could still get in to the Europa League spots coming to the end of the campaign, but if they're going to do that, they need to pick it up right now. Hence the game, as you can see right now in the injury report, we've got no one down with Paoli suspended for the game, and thus this will be our team. You might notice, by the way, he's had 13 yellow cards this season. Extraordinary. But 4-2 for Gegenpress as we're back on track with the system. Mola keeps his place in goal. He's had a great run between the sticks, stepping in for Ordero, and the back four is Pellegrini, Sistana, Armenian, Barbieri coming in with Storaro, Mosier and Viviano through the middle. Salcedo's on the left, Picardi's on the right, and Esposito is, of course, up top and on the bench. Ordero, Parola, Bonifazi, Papetti, Muru, Perrone, De Sisto, Gavone, Anderson, Del Monte, Borelli, and Franchi as well. First two, it's Napoli at home. Got to win this game to keep the pressure on Juve. Forza Brescia. We lost at the Stadio San Paolo. I think it was a 3-2 loss, if I remember correctly. Of course, we were thrashed by them in the Super Coppa by 3-0 as well. So our recent record against them has not been good whatsoever. And I'm not being dramatic when I say this. I think the title could be lost in today's episode as well, unless we win at least one of the two games, and that's the perfect start. Inside the first minute, Sebastiano Esposito. This should be the year where he finally wins his first golden boot, due to the fact he's now, I think, 8 or 9 goals clear of Immobile. 1-0 Brescia, perfect start. Well, it was a perfect start. And now Salcedo's gone down. God damn it. Eddie's picked it up recently as well. Been really impressive indeed. Potential thigh injury. Let's hope it's just a bruised thigh. And what I'm going to do is bring on Franchi to play on the left-hand side. Okay, alright. Salcedo goes down. But it's okay. We've got options on the bench. I'm okay with that. Remember back in Season 1, we had such little squad depth that whenever one of our first 11 went down, we were screwed. We were literally screwed. It's right on cue. Claudio Franchi proves we do have the squad depth as he heads in his 6th of the year to make it 2-0. But now we are such a thicker squad and a better unit. And Claudio Franchi, I talked about it, it's second season syndrome for our number 11. Nowhere near as good as last season, but the under-21 best player of the year, European Golden Boy winner, gets a big one there to make it 2-0. Only been on the pitch for 10 minutes, but gets a big goal, double the lead, 2-0 Brescia. Obviously, Franchi has struggled this season. I'll be the first to admit. He's come good in some big games, and that's a really big goal there. And you got to remember, he's only 20 years old, man. He's only 20 years old. He's got a long way to go in his career, and that's a big moment for him and us. But right before the break, Napoli need a glimmer of hope as Sistan heads away that free kick from Mason Mount. Fabian picks it up, and as Franchi dispossesses his man, Mosier finds Esposito. We're away on the counter. CP14 wants it. He's calling for it. Sebastian says, don't worry, bro. I'll take it myself. And number 9 crosses. Franchi controls. It's free. What a run by Esposito. VAR is called upon, and the goal is disallowed. What a swing that could have been. Napoli trying to half the deficit. My hands are in my head because I know how big that was there. Oh, I tell you, that does not look offside to me. Maybe I've seen that wrong there, but that did not look offside to me. Unless the VAR lines were shown before the ball was released, but it seemed as though it was on. Well, I might have got it wrong. Maybe my eyes deceived me there. I'll trust the game. But Franchi denied his second of the game, and Brescia's lead remains at 2. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'll have to look at that later once I've finished the editing today, but that looked on to me. I must have seen that wrong there. Perhaps the ball hadn't been released when the lines were shown, because when the lines were shown, it seemed as though Franchi was actually ahead, I should say behind, one of the green shirts, but instead, referee and VAR disallow it, and we'll go with what the game suggests there. Great stop by Moller there on the 1-on-1, and I must say as well, talking about players that have improved this season, Marco Moller's not played much since Ordero's come into our team, but in this run of late, he has been very impressive indeed, and keeping Emil out of the team right now. Sebastiano Esposito crosses, Picardi's arriving late. It should have been free. Huge last-ditch tackle. Koulibaly doesn't know what he's doing. And Picardi, I don't know what on earth happened there, had a golden chance and should have made it free. Well, we've certainly had chances tonight, haven't we, to wrap this game up. Still leading by 2, only 7 minutes after the restart as well. This game far from over as Fabian sends it long, but Barbieri wins it back and Picardi sends it long. But Sebastiano scores this and converts to 1-on-1. It's game over. And good night, Napoli, and he should have done as well. He had the time, he had the space, he's got the finishing touch, but this time around doesn't apply it. Drags it wide. It's still 2-0 as we look for a third. Come on, Brescia. You can't keep a great team like Napoli around because they will get back into the game. They will take that chance and punish you for it as well. We should be home and dry right now. Dominguez to Mason Mount into Gutierrez, who is back to the goal. Murgia intercepts. Esposito beats Koulibaly. He's got to score this time. Second time's the charm. Sebastiano, no. Straight at the goalkeeper. This game should be over. I can just see Napoli getting a goal between now and the 70-minute mark, as they've got it here through Mason Mount, the ex-Chelsea boy, and that's going to make us a little bit nervous. We should be 3 or 4 goals up. Instead, Mount makes it 2-1. The deficit is halved. We haven't beaten them once this season, and they want to keep it that way. Half an hour to go. We've only got ourselves to blame if we don't win this one. Into the final 10, we still hold a slender 1-goal lead, thankfully, after an electric start to the second half. Nothing's been going on. 4 minutes of added time. I'm going to take off Picardi for Dalmonte for our third and final change, just to burn the clock a little bit. But we've kept Napoli around. Are they going to punish us for not putting the dagger into their hearts? Tete tackled by Pellegrini, but wins it back. I got to say, I'm feeling nervous. These 4 minutes will feel like 4 hours. Di Lorenzo with space. Cross-blocked. Corner Napoli. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Mount dispossessed by Barbieri. Murgia to Armenia. It will pass out from the back. Oh, but Tommaso slips and Mason's through for his second and thankfully scuffs the shot and tamely puts it into the side netting to ensure we hold on to the 3 points. My word, did we make hard work of that. Had a goal disallowed, whether it was rightfully so or wrongfully so, I'm not entirely sure. We'll trust the game though, but we should have wrapped that up a long time ago. Most important thing is the 3 points are in the bag though. We keep the pressure on Juve, and if we win in Turin, we'll return to top of the table. My word. Oh, and how bad is that Salcedo injury as well? How bad is that? Hamstring strain. I'm not going to give him injections. I'm going to trust that Franchi's going to pick it up when it matters most. Eddie, we'll miss your son. He's going to miss, I think, both Champions League quarter-final legs, as well as the big clash against Juventus, of course. And, yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about that. He might come back for the quarter-final, but I'm not sure. I don't want to rush him back either. Let's do the draw, though, next, and we'll get to the Juve game straight afterwards. And as we're just about to head into the Juventus game, we have just had our next youth intake of the save. And to be fair, there is a couple of decent players in this one. The highest potential is Marco Mura, it seems. That's a young centre-back. Not too convinced by his potential there. Salomini seems to be the lad the head of youth development is most excited about. Yeah, again, you know, could be alright in the future. But of course, a long way to go at 17 years old, him. And there's a couple as well. You got Longobardo there as well. That's a left winger. And we also got Scaramuza, who has the 2-star with the 3rd-star blacked out. So, yeah, not overly convinced by those lads, but you never know. Potential range seems like they could be okay. You never know. So Champions League quarter-final draw then, let's do it. And we've got the semi-final draw coming today as well. You know I love that. And let's find out who we've got then last day. Last season, our debut in the competition went to the quarter-finals. This exact round will face Manchester City and were knocked out convincingly by the best team in England over the course of the save. The round before that, we thrashed Atletico Madrid. They're also in it as well. Let's find out who we've got, as we're the only Italian representative. First team out of the hat is Manchester City, and thankfully it's not us. The two teams we had in the last knockout round last year have been drawn against each other. PSG have got Manchester United, so it's Borussia Dortmund, Chelsea or Liverpool, and it is Borussia Dortmund, the German team, who, as we talked about 2 episodes ago, have been the best team in Germany since the save began. Borussia Dortmund right now are in second place in the Bundesliga, 5 points behind Bayern, but have won 3 of the last 4 Bundesliga titles. Their team is very good. Haaland is gone, of course. Jadon Sancho is still there, though. My goodness, look at those stats on a 24-year-old. Jeez. And still have an abundance of quality young players. I'll say that's going to be a very tough one. I think we'll be underdogs, but it's definitely a team we can beat. I think we'll be big underdogs, but we could still get through them. As for the semi-final draw, if we are to get there, we'll have one of the 2 teams we faced last year, Man City or Atletico Madrid. Borussia Dortmund in the quarterfinals, though. First leg coming away in Germany, I believe, and we'll do the first leg in the very next episode as well. In fact, you know what? We'll do both legs. We'll do both legs in the very next episode, and Crotone at home in a triple header as well. Bring them on. So, second and final game of today's episode then, and it is the big one, the potential title decider away in Turin against Juventus. You don't need me to tell you how big this game is. I would say if we lose it, it's probably over. We'll be 5 points behind Juventus with 8 games to go. Destiny will firmly be in their own hands as they go for their second title of the save. But for us, if we win it, we'll go 1 point clear with 8 games to go. And of course, we'll finish up with guaranteed the better head-to-head record. Title and 3P on the line today in Turin. Forza Brescia, baby. Let's go beat the old ladies. Heading to the game, as you can see, we'll stick with the Gegenpress, but 3 changes even to our lineup on the back of the win against Napoli. As we know, Salcedo is down. Thank God the international break comes straight after this game here, so we can recover during these next 2 weeks. And Simonetti is down as well. We won't see him for a while either. And this will be our team. Ordero is back between the sticks for the first time since being dropped. You know the saying, you live by Ordero, you die by Ordero. But the reason why, former Juventus goalkeeper, he's come big in clashes against his former teams many times throughout the save. Back for his Pellegrini, Sistan, Armenian De Pauli coming back in with Storaro, Moji and Viviani through the middle. Franchi on the left, scored against Napoli, Picardi on the right, and Esposito, man of the hour, up top. And on the bench, Mola, Parola, Boniface, Papetti, Muri, Barbieri, De Sisto, Perone, Gavoni, Anderson, Dalmonte and Borelli as well. Second final game, Juve away in Turin. A win sends us top, but only a win will do that. Forza Brescia. Juve's team, absolutely fantastic, as you would expect. Cristiano Ronaldo, by the way, has retired now in the game. This is the new gen / regen striker they're pinning their hopes on today. Well, he does look very impressive, but not as an out-and-out striker. In fact, he is listed as an attacking midfielder. He's not scored a single goal in the Serie A this season. Wow, okay. Well, very interesting indeed. Leroy Sané's been left on the bench. Wow, that's an interesting Juventus lineup there. The element of surprise is what they're springing on us today. So this is a great opportunity to show all the pundits have been right to back you up, inject that team talk into my veins. Brescia on a fantastic winning run right now. And let's see if we can end going into the international break with another big one and go top of the tree. Come on. First highlight falling to Juventus, and Paulo Dybala will be their main man today, no doubt about that, judging by their lineup, as his free kick is hit straight into the wall, and as Isco picks it up, he'll win it straight back. The Argentine looking for space to pull the trigger, and does, and puts it just off target, still in the net. I think he's the one we'll have to keep quiet, looking at that lineup. If we are to win this one. Another key injury. Viviani this time going down. We've had some luck with injuries this season, and last as well, but now we're starting to get a few big ones at a crucial stage. Gavoni coming on against his former club. 12 minutes in, we're already missing Mattia. That's a big, big blow. Pellegrini's on the booking, and he's gone in on Dybala, and another red card for Brescia. Hustling, putting the pressure on, but being too aggressive. Down to 10 men, 15 minutes in. Bollocks. And I've literally just made one change as well. I've just made a sub. I don't have to make another one already. You know, Storaro has got right back as a makeshift position and left back as well. But I mean, he's very, very, very unconvincing there at best. But you know what? I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to make 2 substitutions in 15 minutes. 4-4-1-1, keep the attacks as they are, but Storara now filling in at left back. We're missing a ball winning midfielder. This is going to be a tough game. I'll tell you what, I want to win this one and go top. I'll take a point all day. Worst possible start for Brescia. Missing one of our team leaders, one of our best players in Viviani, as Cuisance fires it wide. The post are now going down to 10 men as well. You couldn't have asked for a worse start for us. 25 minutes in, still 0-0. All the possession in Juve's favour. They've had basically all the shots. Yeah, keep a clean sheet and a 0-0 heading back to the Rigamonti, keeping the gap at 2. I will take that every day of the week. Holding our own for the time being, as we're still tied at 0-0. And keep our mentality on attacking though. I'm going to keep our mentality on attacking and be brave as well. You know, we've been in this position before. We've won and claimed points in this position before. No reason we can't do it again. Paulo Dybala, and a nice ball out wide, sees Tyler Kerr on the overlap, all alone to cross. Cuisance gets a free header. Oh, what a save by Ordero. Tips it onto the post and hoofed away in the nick of time. Emil, back in the team, reinstated today. And what a big, big save by our number 24. Still 0-0. But as Isco floats this corner into the middle, Frangi heads clear. It's not fully dealt with. Cuisance finds Dybala. It's Savigny, the new gen/regen striker. As the chance remains alive, he's got space to cross. And Ordero got a touch but couldn't keep it out. Fingertips on it. Hits the underside of the bar. Juve right before the break go in front. 10th for the year for Coop Miners, right on the edge of the area, takes a touch, gets it out of his feet, and Ordero gets a touch. Should he have done better? Quite possibly, but can only deflect it in off the underside of the bar. Juve, right before the break, we are holding on to a very credible 0-0 scoreline, and they pounce when it matters most. I tell you what though, got to be sympathetic after that. We can still get something out of this game. We can still get something. Come on, boys. I've got faith in you. Let's get out there for the second half. Get the attacks as they are. We need a point, man. We can't lose this. Juve know how big this win would be, though, as Tellez has the Pauli to beat down the right-hand side, and he has beaten Fabio as well. The Brazilian whips it to the edge of the area. Golden chance for Coop Miners to get his second of the game, and Ordero does what he should have done right towards the end of the first half and get a stronger hand on the ball and push it over the bar for a corner. It's still 1-0, but the old lady are going for the kill. Brescia right now struggling, still playing with a man down as well, of course, after the red card, as Picardi goes on the run. And he's tackled by Tellez, but picks it back up. Chance remains alive here, but he needs some support. Storari down the left-hand side, controls and a highlight finishes. Come on, Brescia, it's not over yet. It will be if Juve find a second goal, and I know about that as Isco pulls up. But as the ball drops kindly to Cuisance, the new-gen striker is through and Ordero makes the save. Isco needs some treatment. What I'm going to do now real briefly is change the tactics as well. We've got to stop passing into space. We can't be doing that with a man down. Keep the ball on the ground and keep playing at a high tempo as well. Oh man, got to regroup now. Can't keep counter-pressing a man like Iber. I don't know. Don't really want to replace someone at left back, but I think Storaro's don't want to hold his own there. But now we will put on an official left back in Muru. And with 18 minutes on the clock, Del Monte, Andre Anderson, Borelli all saying, look at me, Gaffer, look at me, I'm ready to come on. Franchi's not played especially well. I'm going to take him off and bring on Andre Anderson. Not really an inside four, but that's where he'll play for the later stages. Let's go very attacking as well. Let's see if we can find ourselves a leveller as that header by Picardi goes over. This is it now or never. If we don't find an equaliser, it's Juve's title to lose. They've got themselves a free kick. Sane's got the space. Finds Paulo Dybala. As Mejia shuts him down. Cross is going to drop to Cuisance all alone. And he should have wrapped up the points. 3 minutes to go. It is now or never. We're really going for it. We pushed our fullbacks up to wing-backs officially. Gavoni's now a roaming playmaker. But unfortunately, Juve have done what they've needed to do. They had the man advantage for practically the entire game. We lost Viviani early. And they have just been better. Simple as that. Sistana cuts that ball out. And unless we get one late chance here... Sebastiano. Oh, no. Flashbacks to last year at the Stadio Olimpico, where he missed the sitter with the goal gaping, and I think he hit the post in that one. This time, after a lovely little mazy dribble, hits it straight at Szczesny. And now down Monte to CP14. Yo, how did he miss? How did he miss? Of all the players, how did Sebastiano miss that? Oh, so close to a point that would have kept the gap at 2. 5 points to gap. Viviani out for 3 to 4 weeks as well. And after a brilliant run for Brescia, we've lost our unbeaten streak when it matters most. 5 points to gap. Technically, we'll still have a better head-to-head record than Juve, due to the fact we won by 2 goals in the first fixture. But with 8 games to go, they can afford a loss in their final 8 and still be crowned champions. I don't think we can do it now. I don't think we can do it. We'll keep fighting and keep pushing to the very end, but really, we had to at least get a point in that game. Gutted. But that was this episode of Club and Country, guys. So big thank you for watching. We hope you have enjoyed. If you did, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode with both legs of the Champions League quarter-final. First one away in Germany, and the second one at home against Borussia Dortmund, as we aim to progress to the Final Four for the first time in the save. And we'll do Crotone as well, as we keep our very slim Serie A hopes alive. Have a great day, much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country, the Champions League quarter-final, very soon.